Now, when the market goes down, people sit around and they try to find the bottom of the market, and then they're going to buy the dip. Okay, we've heard that all the time. Buy the dip. Well, I saw an article in Market Watch that said you can buy the dip, and it'll help you with taxes. And so I looked through it, and it says, okay, this is a good time when the market is down to do an IRA to Roth conversion. Why do those two things, why are they correlated? Buying the dip for taxes. Explain that one to me.
Yeah, they're right. I always like to, I tell my girls, I was like, hey, in every crisis, there's opportunity as well. Opportunity is the other side of the coin of crisis or chaos, right? And so if we're going through this, and we're doing Roth conversions all the time for our clients to handle the tax management, we team up with our CPA group and find out kind of, what's the right number to convert and when to convert it. And if that's something that you're doing, or if you're not doing it, consider start doing it. It is, because if you believe the markets will come back, I do. I'm assuming you do as well, Randy, right?
Yes,
I believe that
certainly.
they will come back. Now, I'm not saying when. I'm not going to put a date on that. But I believe that long run, the stock market will recover and it will hit new highs at some point in the future. If you believe that as well, taking money out of your taxable accounts, your IRAs, your 401ks, wherever it might be, and you take out, I'm just going to make up a number, right?
Okay.
We've had $10,000 invested in the S&P, and well, now that $10,000 is actually $8,000. Mm-hmm. So we take that, let's just say we take that $8,000 out, we pay our taxes on it, we put it back in our Roth. Now we reinvest it, that's the key. So when people get caught up with this, they say, well, no, I'm not going to sell anything because then I lock in my losses. That's true if you sell something and you never reinvest it.
Okay.
But in this situation, we would be reinvesting it. We have lots of people coming in that are talking to us now that have just had their money in a 401k and for years, and they've just done nothing with it. And they say, well, I want to work with you guys, but, well, if I sell now, I'm locking in my losses. I was like, well, you sell there, you bring the money here, and we reinvest it right away. We want to get back into the markets, and that's the key with these Roth conversions. If you're going to be doing them now, trying to take advantage of the market dip, it's an absolutely great idea as long as you go back in. As long as you're not one of these people that sells, puts it in a Roth, and then never invests it.
So one of the difficult things about a conversion is I got to come up with the taxes. I got to pay those taxes. Mm-hmm. And so on that $8,000, I'm going to have to pay a certain amount in taxes. Well, if the market jumps back up again, that offsets that loss in my savings account that I took that money out of. So that makes you feel a little bit better.
It's several things, okay? We had a gentleman who came and saw us, it's probably two weeks ago or so now. And he has, between him and his wife, they're the same age, they're 74. And he and his wife have these fairly large 401ks. They've each got about $1.5 million to $2 million in these 401ks. And they've just never touched them, right? They've got a pension coming in. They've got Social Security coming in. They've just never touched them. And now they're getting hit with these big RMDs that we talk about all the time, right? Required minimum distributions. And they say, well, I don't even know what their RMDs are now. It's well into the six figures for the two of them.
Wow.
And they said, we don't want this money. And I was like, yeah, I know, but we didn't talk before. Yeah. We didn't get a chance to do Roth conversions, the things that we're talking about here. So it's what it is. You've got to just kind of suck it up right now and pay these taxes. The Roth conversions, are they very savvy from an investment point to do right now? Maybe. Is it a good tax move? Probably. Is it going to help you out in the future? Is it going to lessen that RMD problem? Yes.
Mm-hmm. So we just went through tax day, and there's a bunch of our listeners, I'm sure. I don't even know if it's a 50-50, but half of you at least probably are writing a check to the government. And I do every year as well, and I don't like it. And you probably are looking at retirement and saying, I can't wait for that day that I don't have to write this big check anymore because I won't have all this income. Well, guess what? There's a lot of people out there that felt the same way, but in retirement, they're still writing those big checks.
That's right.
And that's the person that you were just telling me about. They're writing a big check to the government for their RMDs, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's probably one of the biggest unplanned for issues in retirement that we see come in the door to our office is there has been no tax planning done at all. Because, if we talked 15, 20 years ago, the conversation used to always be, oh, well, your home is the most valuable, largest asset that you've got. That's not the case for a lot of people anymore. The people we work with, that's not the case. Their biggest asset by far is their 401k and their pre-tax assets that they've got through their employer. And what's often overlooked is I've got 1.5, I've got $2 million in my 401k. Not really. You got a lot less than that, because the IRS is there they're licking their chops saying, we get a piece of this. We're not going to be able to not pay taxes on that money, but let's pay the least we have to, right? Let's not get into a situation where there's no planning done, and now you're just stuck in the tax bracket you are because there's no time left.